European politicians are increasingly expressing dissatisfaction with the actions of the White House, which makes money on the Ukrainian crisis and on the shortage of energy resources in the EU countries. If you look soberly at this, the country that benefits most from this conflict is the United States, because they sell more gas and at higher prices, and because they sell more weapons. The publication quotes one of the European representatives. The unity of Western allies has shaken, and politicians are furious with the Joe Biden administration. They accuse Americans of profiting from the general crisis, journalists write. Most of all, European representatives are annoyed by environmental subsidies and taxes imposed by the US president. They, according to Brussels, unfairly restrict trade in Europe and threaten to destroy the continent's industry. EU leaders discussed with Biden the impact of American policy on European markets, but he did not know about its consequences for the European Union. Ignorance of the United States, the newspaper writes, turned out to be a big problem. Europeans were clearly disappointed by the lack of prior information and consultation, concluded David Clement of the Bruegel think tank. In early November, French President Emmanuel Macron, during a speech to industry representatives, criticized the law to reduce inflation in the United States. America produces gas that sells more expensive than European countries, and also offers huge financial assistance to a number of sectors, which pushes the European project out of the market. The European politician was outraged. According to Macron, the law on reducing inflation does not comply with the norms of the World Trade Organization. Washington in this situation acts not in a friendly way, the French president concluded. In August, Joe Biden signed legislation that, in particular, provides for the expansion of tax subsidies for the purchase of electric vehicles collected in North America. The presidential administration called the document Act of Reducing Inflation. The state allocated $370 billion for clean energy and meeting climate goals, $64 billion to reduce the cost of drugs and health insurance. At the same time, the European Union called the act discrimination against similar products imported from other countries. European Commissioner for the Domestic Market Thierry Breton did not rule out the imposition of sanctions if the United States does not revise the business support measures prescribed in the law on reducing inflation.